Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima 1, the First Age of Darkness. And when last we left the stranger, he flew between two landmarks over and over again, until his stamina and charisma were at maximum. The only stat that's not at 99 is strength, and unfortunately, strength is by far the most important stat that we're ever going to get, as it gives us more damage. Unfortunately, the ways to gain strength reliably are very slow and arduous. That said, gaining maximum charisma and stamina, stats that we don't necessarily need, was also quite costly. You'll notice that we have 677 units of food. That is because we went through over 300 units of food getting maximum stats in charisma and stamina. We're going to need to defeat quite a few foes to recoup that money, but that's fine. There's a foe right here that will help out, and we can just enter into this city and buy a lot more food. We definitely want at least a little more. Let us transact and purchase, say, 20 more packs of food? There we go, that's much better, for we are now heading to the final land. The final land that is over, you guessed it, to the east, and we want to make sure that we are as prepared as we'll ever be to go here. For we are leaving the land of the dark unknown, and we are entering into the land of doom and despair. They're getting a lot more grim as we're heading over to the east, and this is the most dangerous area in theory, for we'll be getting the final quest we need to get a gem. We were informed that we do need to get 4 gems to run a time machine, and we currently have 3. We have a red, a green, and a blue gem. We still need 1 more, and there is a town right here. Let's have a look and see where this is. The city of Dextron. Dextron has a grocery shop, and an inn, and an armourer and an arms store, both in the same place, and a magic shop. What does the magic shop have? Does it have anything important? Don't steal anything of mine, YOLO. I'm watching you after last time. Do you have anything good? You do not, so we're just going to leave. We don't have to leave the way we came in. We can go this way if we like, or any of the other exits. We just want to get out of here and head to somewhere else. Hello! There are enemies here that we can kill to recoup some much-needed coin. We do want to get more money. This area so far looks a lot like all the other places that we've been to. We want to find somewhere that we can go. Ooh, loads of enemies here, though. That's good. We can get loads of money. We do want some more. And we want some more experience, of course. Hello! How are you? Are you well? You won't be for much longer, because you're now dead. Was that an enemy over there? No, it wasn't. I was just seeing things. There's an enemy there, though. If we stay here-ish, we should be okay. And you're getting quite close. That's fine, though. You're now not going to get close enough. Now, what castle is this? This is the White Dragon's castle. We don't want to do anything here apart from find out which of the landmarks that this king wants to take us to. For as we all know by now, these castles, the ones that have this layout, always have a quest that take us to a landmark. Is it one that we have seen before? Let's find out. We want to go to the Tower of Knowledge. I believe that is a place in the lands of Lord British, and we may be going back there at some point. You've got the key, that's fine. We're just going to leave you with that key and move on, for we need to find a place where we can get a quest to kill a creature. Let us go and find said place. It should be somewhere around here. Not here. What about over here? Is there a castle nearby? There is a castle! Right here. And why is this place vaguely familiar? Because this is the castle of Shamino. Shamino resides here as a king, and if anyone has played Serpentile, you go to Shamino's castle in that game. This landmass is in fact what becomes Serpentile, though it is not Serpentile right now, it's just one of the places of Sosaria. Let us go and talk to our future companion Shamino, and find out what he wants us to do. Go now and kill a Balrog. Do not return until thy quest is done. Thanks, Shamino. Hey, have you ever thought of becoming a ranger? It's a good profession. Let us go and explore this place some more. Mainly we want to go and leave the castle, find a nearby dungeon, and go about eventually defeating a Balron. A Balron sounds like a Balrog by a different name, and that's probably because that's what it is. That is probably going to be on floors 9 and 10. And that is a long way down, and the reason why I got a lot of ladder ups and ladder downs. We want to find a dungeon. There are no dungeons nearby, though. There's you, and there is a town here, and you, and you. There is a dungeon here, though. What is this dungeon called? Let us disembark first. This is the Dungeon of Doom, a very apt name for a place that we may be going to defeat a Balron in. Let's see if this place has a very convenient ladder up and down. Well, there's a very convenient getting attacked, and there is a ranger, and a rat, and a enemy that has stolen our weapon, and you're over here. I just shot at nothing there, but that's fine. Here is a ladder down. Quite handy indeed. I think this will be a pretty good place where we could go and find and defeat a Balron. Anything here? No, these first floors tend to be rather small and uneventful. No secret walls, no anything. Just a small place where there are some enemies, and we'll pop down and see what's here. We don't need to use Ascendo to get out of here. The ladder is just there. Anything else? There is a skeleton! Hello! I'm still not happy that you've got this far. Oh, and I'm dead now! Oh, skeletons, when will you ever learn that I'm armed with a blaster? And blasters are... hello! And blasters are really good at killing everything. We'll just grab this 1 silver, that's fine. Anything else? There's you. Well, there was you, you're now gone. And there's also you. Goodbye, staff. Do we have any weapons left that aren't the ones we're using? No, they've all finally been stolen. All of the weapons that we got from the landmark are gone, and there is a ladder that leads down. That's quite handy. So this isn't a very bad dungeon. For being called the Dungeon of Doom, it's actually not full of doom at all. And there is the ladder up, so we just need to literally go down, and then around, and then we have, hello thief, there's nothing for you to steal. And then we'll have found the ladder to take us down to floor 3, whereupon we will then, we're now on floor 1, whereupon we'll then go and, hello, nothing for you to take, I'm afraid, and nothing for you to hit, because we're going to kill you before you get that chance. We'll just then head down to 3 and then start using our magic to get all the way to the next place, to floor 9 and 10. We gain some hit points, that's good, we do want more. We also want more money. We also want to board this and say hello to them, because we really want them to perish. Let's actually exit the vehicle and go by foot, because we can't go through the that forest. That's okay though. We have a blaster. It should be sufficient. Should be anyway. Excellent. We'll then go back here. We are consuming a lot of food by doing this, but we'll certainly make up for it by the fact that we gained some money. We could get some more health. Getting more health might be a good idea, and that's basically what I'm saving up for right now. I want a lot more health before we go and fight a Balron. Sounds very dangerous. Probably because it is. If we had a lack of laser weaponry, we'd probably be using a bow and arrow right now. Or I might actually be using magic. I imagine a magic missile spell would be very handy against all the foes that we're facing. But in general, when I get right next to an enemy, hello, 2 enemies there, there are now no enemies. When I get next to an enemy, it tends to be the case that they die after I hit them. I imagine that might be the case even if I wasn't using a laser gun. The main advantage of a laser gun, of course, is that I can hit them from a massively long distance away, and they tend to die instantly, vaporized, and leaving only their silver and their copper. I haven't found an enemy yet that just drops gold, and here is the typical laser barrier, and the ambush rat that was trying to take advantage of the fact that I wasn't paying any attention. You fool! I know all of these places here. Okay, I don't know all these places because I just walked into a dead end. Forget I said that. You won't forget, because you can't remember, because you're dead. You're gone, you're gone. Does this lead to the, well, it leads to a rat. Does it lead to anything else? We're being attacked by a ranger and a skeleton. I shouldn't have turned away so quickly, but I did. Anything here? A long corridor, and maybe I'm actually lost now. Nope, never mind. Not lost. There is the ladder that leads up. We'll just go there and shoot you. It's a good idea just to gain a little bit more coin wherever you go, just so that you can make sure you don't die of starvation while you're exploring around. We're pretty good at unlocking those now that we have near maximum agility. Actually, we have maximum agility, but we don't have 100. The game is not programmed in such a way that we could ever gain 100. We now have 7,000 hit points, and we have nearly 1,000 gold. We could actually do with buying a little bit more health. So let us, actually, do we really want to do that? I don't think we do. If we just go back in here, we can just get even more gold. I imagine once you figured out that you could do this, the game became substantially easier. If you didn't keep popping in and out of a dungeon and sticking to the, higher levels, the, level 1, level 2, maybe level 3 if you're feeling very brave, you would then struggle to earn money reliably. But as far as I've gathered, the enemies at the very top of a dungeon give about the same amount of money as the enemies at the very bottom. So fighting the easier foes is just more beneficial, because they don't have that damage multiplier, which allows them to deal more damage. I think on level 9, every foe will be dealing about 9 more health. That will be level 3, where they'll be dealing 3 more health. Or is it level 4? Either way, they'll be dealing more damage than they should be. If we fought a Balrog on level 1, they would be dealing a little less damage, but I imagine it would still be a lot of damage, and there are probably going to be a lot of very dangerous enemies, and also, we'll just have that money. We have now over 1,000 coins. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold that we're currently not using, because we have over 7,000 health and nearly 1,000 food. We could actually do with having more food. We'll probably go and buy more food. We'll climb down right now. We might as well go to level 2, see if there are any enemies for us to fight. There's one there, hello, and one there. They like appearing in huge clumps of enemies. There's one behind us as well. You thought you could be sneaky, sir? No, you cannot. You were slightly sneaky, but that was because you were behind a door. I don't know why I turned away from you. We'll just grab this. It's got some money in it. That bat is certainly going to try and kill us, and so will you. But you missed because we are just so dexterous. And there's a bat. I don't know why I turned from you, but either way, there's another bat. Well, there was a bat. It's now dead. Lots of things that we fight just die because we are ridiculously fast, ridiculously hardy, and we are equipped with the best weapon and the best suit of armor in the game. Suffice to say, we have a substantial advantage over a skeleton and a rat and a thief, although the thieves will always be annoying, purely because they can steal things, and we don't want them to steal things, but they always do. There's a ranger behind us. Yep, there was a ranger. Now it's a dead ranger. Otherwise known as somebody who's dead. No special name for you. Let's go up here. Immediately be attacked by a rat. It was waiting for us. So was the bat. Anyone else? There's a thief. You thought you could be sneaky, but you can't. We haven't met a foe that's invisible yet. I would not be surprised if there was an invisible enemy in this game that would take advantage of the fact that it can't be seen. And there is a thief. Well, there was a thief. There is now a nobody. We'll just go this way and defeat you, and eventually I will stumble across the exit like I always do. Are you here? There is something we can open. Always nice to get a bit more money. No enemies behind us. Onwards we go. Having a look around, finding a skeleton that just wants to say hello, and then just, there's the ladder down again. We don't want to find that, we want to head up to level 0, otherwise known as the overworld. Hello, thief, goodbye, thief. Oh, there's a rat as well. Shouldn't turn away so quickly. Definitely shouldn't. And there is the ladder. Always forget where the ladder is. We now have a lot of health. We have 3/4 of the maximum that we could possibly get, and I feel like buying some more health now. So let us board the air car and head over to this town first so that we can get some food. Always a good idea to get a little more food. We're going to ignore you. You can't take any of our stuff anyway, but I know you'll try. Also, that's very expensive alcohol that the stranger is buying, because at the moment, I forgot to press the right button there, the moment that alcohol is as expensive as 10 rations of food, which will take us a long distance across the land. We shall, however, buy a cold one. Not board a cold one. That would be rather difficult, unless we decided to call our vehicle that, which we haven't. Let us transact and have a cold one. We learnt nothing. We could probably actually transact and have a third of the drinks, because we do have a lot of stamina. We have 99. It cannot physically get lower, but we're not going to do that. We're going to instead just head down here, find Shamino again, and say hello, and then go and... this is not actually his castle, but it is a castle, so it will do. We'll go and buy a little bit more health. I think we should buy about another 1,000. It might do the trick. Let's buy about 700. We'll buy 700 pence worth of... 700 pence. We'll transact. We'll offer pennies. Actually, we'll buy 600. There we go. We have 8,552 hit points. That is a lot of health. Do we have enough to take care of a Balrog? We might, but I'm going to explore around this place a little more. There are some landmarks that we're probably going to have to find, and they're probably somewhere to the north. There is Shamino's castle, right by the sea. Very handy to be by the sea. We'll just head this way. Are they up here? Maybe. Well, there's another dungeon. Actually, that dungeon might be a bit easier to get to than the one we were using before, and there are a few enemies that we can just shoot. If that is, we can hit them. Maybe our accuracy is finally going down. There is a landmark. Let's see what this landmark is. We shall examine it. It is go east to go east. Fair enough. That sign was entirely redundant. But we will go east indeed to go east, and hopefully we will find something useful. Is there another landmark? If there is, and it doesn't provide strength, we're probably not going to use it that much. Is there anything else here? Or have we already reached the end of this... we may have already reached the end of this landmass, in which case I don't want to keep going east, because that will take us back to the lands of Lord British, and we don't want to go there. Ah, there is a hidden archer there. You're being very sneaky, but that's okay. We can just literally demolish that part of the forest with our laser cannon. Very handy thing to have, a laser cannon. Let's go this way and see what is over here, shall we? Is there another landmark over here? Or is there nothing here at all? There is a landmark here. Let's see what landmark it is. Is it the one that Lord British told us to go to? Let's not board it. Let's enter it. Aha! It has no effect, but we have found the landmark. So let us board and see. We can actually go and check with Lord British and see what happens if we do return and say, hey, we have totally seen that landmark. But I think the first thing we should do is we should go and defeat a Balrog first. I think defeating a Balrog is a more sensible plan, a more prudent course of action than going and heading back to Lord British. Then again, we could go to the mines of Mount Drash too and do the quest for the Balrog there. We can actually go to any dungeon that we've been to in the whole of Sosaria and go and do any sort of quest you like. Apart from the sign ones, you can't do them. You have to go to the sign. There are a lot of enemies on the sea here. But unfortunately, they're all going to see that their efforts are in vain. Excellent. There's another one here. Might as well defeat you. The money could come in handy. And you're not next to us. You're a really slow foe, and we have 1,000 coins. Always handy to have lots of coins, and we can't actually put ourselves right next to this, so we're just going to exit here, I think. do we want some more health? We want to defeat you for sure. Having some more stuff to... Oh, wrong button there. Because we don't have the ability to fire the cannons on the air car. Because I'm not using the air car. We want to very quickly get to the air car, though, board it, and then take care of you. I'm too used to being in the air car. There's lots of woodland here in this land, and it's causing a slight problem. But we'll be fine, I'm sure. For when we come back, folks, we will go and defeat a Balron. Or at least we'll try and go and defeat a Balron. And then we're going to have to see about getting to level 8 and then becoming a space ace. Actually, we are level 8. We need to become a space ace at some point. But that can wait until we defeat the Balron, I think. We want to have all of the gems that we need first, I think. A sound plan. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.